In problem 28, we want to find an equation of a line that passes through the given point and has the indicated slope m. We want to talk for a second about a couple of forms of a linear equation. The first one, which we've seen already, we call the slope-intercept form, which is y equals mx plus b. And what's important about that is that just by looking at the equation in that form, we can see what the slope and the y-intercept of that equation is, of that line is. And it's easy to graph when we have that. We can just plot the y-intercept and then use rise over run, or use the change in y over the change in x to find any other points that lie on that same line. But there is another form, and we'll call it the point-slope form. This is an equation of a line that uses a slope and one point. So if we know the slope and we know one point, we can easily put the equation together. And it looks like y minus y1 is equal to m times x quantity x minus x1. And there we can see the slope, which is m, and the point, which is x1 and y1. So, since we're given a point and a slope, it would be easiest to use the point-slope form. And so we just put them together. So we start with our target formula, and y1 in this case is 4. And the slope is -1, and x1 is 2. And so now that we've plugged all the information in, we can simplify this back to slope-intercept form by just multiplying out and solving for y. We have y minus 4 on the left side, then -x plus 2 on the right side. If I add 4 to both sides, I end up with y is equal to -x plus 6. That is a line that has a slope of -1 and a y-intercept of +6. Next, number 30, we have the point 1, 2 and the slope m equals -1/2. Since I'm given a point and a slope, I'll use the point-slope form again. Y minus y1 is equal to m times the quantity x minus x1. Y minus 2 is equal to -1/2 times the quantity x minus 1 when I plug in y1, the slope m, and x1. Multiplying out on the right side, I get -1/2 x plus 1. Adding 2 to both sides, I get y is equal to -1/2 x plus 5/2. The 5/2 comes from adding together 2 plus 1/2, which is 2.5 or 5/2. In problem 32, we want to do something a little bit different. We want to find the equation of a line that passes through 2 points. Here we have 2 points, and the first thing that we'll need to do is to find the slope of the line passing through those 2 points. So we start with y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Our y2 is 5, our y1 is 1, so 5 minus 1 is 4. x2 is 2, x1 is also 2, and 2 minus 2 is 0. And a 0 in a denominator makes that slope undefined, which tells us that it has to be a vertical line. Recall, the equation of a line that's a vertical line, the equation of a vertical line has the equation x equals, then notice both of the x coordinates are the same thing, it's 2. So this line has an equation x equals 2. We'll go on to 34. Again, we're given 2 points, so we need to first find the slope of the line. We have y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Plugging in, we get -4 minus -2 over 3 minus -1. And that simplifies to -2 over 4, or -1/2.